Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this first material, I need to not to give you a theory, but I need to discuss or introduce about research. So this is the basic understanding. What is research actually and how we do a research. Okay, let's see. Research. The American Heritage College Dictionary defines research as scholarly or scientific investigation or inquiry, or as a verb to study something thoroughly. Research is a way of finding out answer to question. So why we do a research? Because firstly we have question. Where the question come from? The question come from a problem. So we have a problem, then we have a question how to solve that problem. Then we have question how to solve that problem. And however, the question is not easily answered, because to answer that precisely, scientifically, we need to do a research. We need the data, we need a valid data, we need a theory, we need the data. So we cannot just answer it just by our own perception. So we need to get a reference as the basic theory, and we have the data. Then the theory is used to analyze the data. Then we come to conclusion, and that conclusion can be our own theory or our own findings. Okay, that is the basic research, basic understanding why we do the research. The data can be in the form of qualitative or quantitative. What does it mean? Qualitative is generally the data in the form of quantified. The data can be quantified. So by mathematical study, by mathematical form. And the qualitative, usually the data or the question is about naturalistic, what happened in this world. For example, it is in relation with human, in relation with the world, in relation with God's creator, for example, animals, tree, or nature, or culture, for example. And the data happens in the form of, we can call it by description. We need to describe the data, and it cannot, we cannot put a number, we cannot set a numerous description. For example, in culture research, usually people do A, usually people do B in some several time. So the data, what the people do in different place, is cannot be defined by number. We can describe it by data. Why we do the research is, that is what we call by qualitative. And in quantitative, usually the data is in the form of number. It cannot be, the researchers can put number in that quantitative. So firstly, there is a count, there is a number, there is a, so we call it by quantitative. Let's see deeper in the next chapter. But in this chapter, the main point is that we know what research is, and we know how research is conducted. Okay, let's come back to our question. Our question is answered systematically. There is a systematic. Why? Because when we do the systematically, then people will feel easy to see our research, will easy to see our answer, the conclusion, how we do that, and our basic knowledge and our basic study. People will easy to do that, or people will easy to find out why we do that research. Okay, this is the basic. And okay, different types. This is not types, but it is approach, quantitative and qualitative approach. The data can be quantitative or qualitative. We will discuss it later. And this point, yeah, we will come to this one. This one, research report. Okay, as we said that we have we have a problem first. The second, we questioned the problem and we answer the problem. How we answer that problem is systematically answer, and there is a standard form to report my answer, and this is the format, the standard format. Sometimes the format can be different in different place or different institution. Okay, this is what usually called by kaidah selingkung kalau bahasa Indonesianya, ya, kaidah selingkung. So the format in this university is like this, and in others university is different. The format can be the same, but the language can be different. For example, let's see, just check out in this part, typical of research paper format. Okay, title page, then abstract, and then body. Okay, we will study this later, a little bit later. Everything is later, but we will, in this time we need to study this first. Introduction. In chapter 1 usually we have introduction. Okay, what we do there is statement of topic area, statement of general issue, general goal of paper, literature review. Okay, so statement of topic area. In others we found background of study, background of research, and what we do there, we state why we do the research first. Then the second, we state why research is important, why the research is important. And then the third, we need to answer why the research is unique, why the research is different with others research. Okay, and the fourth, we also need to answer why and how the research is different, how the research, in what part, for example, in what part it is different. Then the statement of topic area, then we can state our research is study about blah blah blah. So the area is this. Statement, the general issue. Okay, the background, what happened in the object that we research, subject, yeah, in the subject, what happened in the subject. Statement, general issue. Background condition, the background condition of the society. And then general goal of paper, the purpose of the research, why we do this research, the purpose in here, the aims. Sometimes we have more than one or two goals, so we need to state them all. And then D, literature review. In here is pointed D, but sometimes in university, yeah, in university, chapter 2, literature review. literature review. This is historical overview, major contribution to this research area, statement of purpose including identification of gaps and hypothesis. Usually in others kaidah selingkung ya kalau bahasa Indonesia itu research literature review contained of the theory that we use first, theory or theories, one and more than one, that support our analysis, support it. And then the second, related study. So in here, related study, we should put in this chapter 2 what are they, the same or the typical research conducted by other researcher. For example, we have a research about we have a research about the use of language the use of bahasa Indonesia in English class. For example, the use of bahasa Indonesia in English class. Then the related study is also nearly discuss about that, the use of bahasa Indonesia in English class. For example. Okay, and then after that we have a hypothesis. Hypothesis is our general prediction about the result of the research. Then the method. Participants. How many? Method here is the way we do the research, the way we gather the data, something, etc. Participants. How many? Characteristic, male or female. Okay, this is subject. And the materials, the instrument that we use in the research, the instrument that we use to collect the data. And then procedures. How is the treatment to be administered? Yeah. So the first procedure, the second procedure, yeah. And then we come to party analysis. So in other place we can call it by chapter 4, finding or analysis. How will the result be analyzed? So the data here has been gathered and presented in this part. The data presented in this part, and after that analyze it by using theory and by using our knowledge or our needs. This is the analysis, and the result is conducted here, and there is a result here is conclusion. Charts, table or figures, yeah, and then discussion or conclusion. And in this, sometimes the researchers put suggestion. And then after this we have bibliography, notes, bibliography or references. And then the last we have appendix. What is appendix? It's just, for example, in this kind of photo, video, yeah, a proof of the research. It's kind of photo, video or letters. Okay, there are many kind of references, many things that we have to insert in the appendix, and it depends on the research needs. Okay, we have discussed about this one. I have explained. Oh, abstract, yeah. Oh, I haven't told you about this one. Title page. The title page includes these elements. First, name of authors. Second, title of the paper or title of the research, contact information. For example, institution, where are you from, and for whom you conducted this research. And then abstract, yeah, this is a very short interview, a very short review about our research, from the beginning, from the background of the research, and the theory and the method, and the result is written in this part, abstract. So abstract contains of the whole things in the research from the beginning until the end, but it is presented only in a few words or a few paragraphs. It's very short. Okay, we have discussed about this, and I think it's enough for my explanation for introduction to research. And if you want to know better, I need you to find a sample of research report, any kind of research report, especially based on your subject, based on your needs. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.